Everybody, I wanted to do a segment on how to set yourself up to get the most things done that are important every single day. A lot of people, they want to know how I run two companies, have a few rental properties, I'm happily married, I have two children, one is small, one is a teenager. How do I do that and stay sane? So I don't want to throw a whole bunch of information at you because I could tell you 100 things you could do. I want to focus on the things that I do that are non-negotiables for me, that set me and my day up for getting things done, but not worrying about the things that don't need to get done. So first, I have a list of things that I won't do. And it's not even a list. It's more just in my head, I have resolved that I will not do certain things. So I do not cook every day. Some people, namely women, some women, not all, and some men, some men want to cook dinner for their family every day. I've decided that is just not important to me. It won't get done. There are several times where I have had the best laid plans and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make dinner on 4, and then the day just gets away and I'm like, sorry. So I have things that I will not do and I won't beat myself up for it. So if that means that my kids are eating scrambled eggs for dinner and on occasion a macaroni cup, so be it. I have things that I just don't do that others consider part of every day. So it does not bother me. It does not guilt me that I don't do these things. So I'm very clear about what I will do in my life and what I do not need to do in my life. If I make dinner, bonus. Everybody gets to eat. I'm not the only person in this family who can cook. So, or is an adult and capable of throwing meals together. So I am not going to get hung up on either the expectation or the gender stereotype or just expectation that I need to cook a full meal for my family every day. I don't do it. I say no to a lot of meetings. I get asked by a lot of business contacts like, hey, do you want to hop on a Zoom and go over my products and how your company might buy them? I tell people flat out no. I value people's time. I value my own time. And I respectfully say, I will keep you in mind. That's true. If I will keep my business contacts, I will keep their products in mind if they want to go over something with me. I'm not going to spend time on a Zoom right now if I don't feel like it's immediately valuable to me and what I'm trying to do and my family. And it's just going to waste their time and mine. So I say no to a lot of meetings unless it's something that is immediately, doesn't mean I don't help people out. That just means if I get a call for, hey, can we meet to go over? And I'm going to talk about this in a minute. First of all, I can see how much I can delegate to someone else. So it doesn't mean that nobody will take the meeting. It just means either not right now, maybe no forever, I won't take the meeting, or somebody else on my team can take the meeting. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about delegating, and actually delegating was next on my list. Go figure. So I delegate a lot on my list. I think about when I look at kind of the sea of stuff that I have to do, often my thought is, do I have to do that, or can somebody else? Can I delegate it to somebody on my team who I'm already paying? If not, is it worth it? Is the return on investment worth it to hire somebody else to do this task? Maybe I've never hired somebody before to do this task. So sometimes I ask myself, why not? Why can't I delegate this task? Finally, and I may have alluded to this in the first example, I let a lot of things go. So that means that some days, some weeks, my house isn't spotless, and I have to remind myself that I have bigger goals than a clean house. I like it to look nice, so sometimes that is really important to me. But there are certain things where I just have to let that go. There are so many expectations that we see on social media, or maybe we have of ourselves, and I make a choice to let certain expectations go, like the whole dinner thing. So that's kind of what I won't do. And so those things, a lot of those things will not even make it onto my to-do list or productivity list. Okay, so then let's get to would I want to tackle things? Because there are lots of things that I do want to tackle because they are helping me, my family, my team reach a greater goal. It's going to help the business community. It's going to help the people on my team reach their goals. So, sorry, I started with a negative. So then you get to, what do I do to set up my day for what I do want to do and what I do find valuable? I could give you a lot of examples of things that I do, but what I'm going to focus on is the most important. The most important to me, for me, this may be different for you, is setting up my morning and setting up my sleep. Like regulating my morning and regulating my sleep. Now, I come to you after full circle. After hitting it too hard, hitting the morning routine last year too hard. I was part of a 90-day challenge, and I hit that morning routine so hard, and then I burned out. So I tried to do too many things. I tried to make my morning routine too robust. I was doing 5,000 things, and I should have been focusing on 2. So I'm coming to you saying that my morning routine is sacred. It's important, but not to stress so many things. Figure out what makes you the most productive or the happiest. It doesn't even have to be productive. Maybe you don't want to be productive in 2020. Maybe you feel like 2020 is a great reset year and you are not trying to be productive. Go you. Figure out what sets you up for the best day according to your definition. For me, it starts with waking up at 6 a.m. Last year, I woke up at 5 a.m. Now in perspective, I think it was a little overkill. 6 a.m. is sustainable, in my opinion. Last year when I woke up at 5 a.m., I worked out for 30 minutes without fail every single day. This year, now that I experienced that, kind of crashed and burned, kind of rebelled a little bit, and then came back around, I wake up at 6 a.m. I work out for roughly 20 minutes. Some days that's 25 to 30 minutes. Some days it's 18. Back to the letting things go, it's not as important to me how long it was. It's not a sentence. It's not a punishment. I'm getting up. And the reason I exercise first thing in the morning is it's good for you. I'm turning 40 this year, so I'm becoming really conscious about my health. Not as much about the way I look health, the way I feel health, and the way that I'm setting myself up for living a long, healthy life. So I work out roughly 20 minutes every single day after I wake up at 6. That enables me to work out, feel really good. It's still kind of early, so it's honestly half over before the time I'm really awake. I'm working out for half of it before I'm really truly awake. So I work out for roughly 20 minutes, then I get ready, and get ready in a way that makes me feel really confident. I put on makeup every day, whether I have a Zoom call or not. For me, that's important. A lot of people didn't wear makeup during the pandemic. That's great. For me, I like to feel like I'm ready for the day, whether I have a Zoom call or not. So wake up, work out, shower, put on makeup, get dressed. Sometimes getting dressed is yoga pants. That's all kind of my number one for what I do is setting up the morning. I don't like being woken up by somebody else. I feel like a lot of people don't. If someone like your children wake you up and that's what you're waking up to, I feel like you already feel behind. You already feel like you didn't seize the day. Somebody else woke you up and made you sort of drag out of bed. So 6 a.m., no one in my house is up at 6 a.m., hopefully. So I wake up that early to give myself that time. And then something that I'm doing for myself, like my workout, is already out of the way. The second thing, and this, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop with the second thing is in order to have that great morning, I regulate my sleep. I have realized in the past year that I am very caffeine sensitive. So I've had to cut out all regular coffee. I do drink 1 cup of Four Sigmatic. They did not pay me to do this. Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee, which has half the caffeine, so it doesn't give you any jitters, half the caffeine, and it's got lion's mane in it, so it makes you focus. Not sure if it's a placebo effect. Honestly, I don't really care. It works. So I have 1 cup of that no later than 9 o'clock in the morning. I do a bunch of other stuff that I may talk about in other segments, but the next part about regulating my sleep, in addition to only having 1 cup of half calf, or Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee, the other thing is at around 7:30 to 8:30, I take a supplement called Calm. I believe it may come in a pill, but I take it in a powder. It's Calm. It's a magnesium powder. I will put, I'm trying to see if I can show you what that is. Calm. So you get the right thing. Okay, it's natural. I guess it's by a company called Natural Vitality. Natural Calm. It comes in different flavors. It's a powdered drink and it's got magnesium in it. It has other things in it. I majored in health, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a, medical expert. That calms me down, and I have it between 7:30 and 8:30 at night, just to make sure that I'm ready to calm down and sleep earlier than 11 o'clock, so that I get 7 hours sleep. So morning routine, really, we talked about 3 things. Morning routine, okay, setting yourself up for a great day. And I do more things, but those are the most important things. Regulating your sleep, so that's your evening routine. And deciding what you're not going to do. So either letting go of expectations, letting go of the to-do list, altogether. What won't you do? What is not worth your time? What does not serve you, your family, your goals, your company right now? And letting go of saying no. Your no's are leading the way for your yeses. And you're going to be so much less stressed out when you say no. So those 3 things, morning, evening, no, right? I hope this is helpful to somebody out there. Let me know, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Have a great day.